plus f. So we're going to write down our g function, which is 2x minus 1 plus the f, which is x3 plus 5. Okay, and then from there we're going to combine like terms. What can we combine?
5x and 2x.
5x and the 2x to give me what?
7x.
7x minus 1 plus x3. Okay, the next one is g minus h. So we're going to say x plus 3 minus, and we need to put in parentheses the h. So negative x3 plus x. Okay, and then what do we have to do?
Distribute.
Okay, we got to distribute that negative and or change all the signs in the second one. It works the same. Okay, so it's going to be x plus 3. What's this one going to become?
X.
Plus x3. What's the next one going to be?
Negative.
Minus x. Okay, and then we're going to combine like terms. What can we combine?
X and x.
The x and x. What is 1x minus x?
0.
Nothing. Okay, so these really just cancel out. So you're left with 3 plus x3. And the next one is, what's the dot mean? Multiplication. So we're going to say f times g. Okay, so we got 2x minus 1 times 4x plus 4.
Can you kind of babysit Brewer's kids a little bit?
Yeah, right.
He's in with the coach and I'm gonna go eat, so,
That's fine. Just leave the doors open.
sorry.
You're fine. Okay, so for this one, we got to multiply this piece by both of these ones over here. Okay, so starting with this first one, 2 times 4 is what? 8. From here to here, how many x's are there? 2, so it's going to be 8x2. 2 times 4, 8. How many x's are there? 1. Okay, and then we're going to take this one and times it by both of these. Okay, negative 1 times 4,
Negative 4.
negative 4. How many x's are there? 1. Negative 1 times 4.
Negative 4.
How many x's are there? No. Okay, then we're going to say, what can we combine?
The x.
8 minus 4, which is going to give me what?
4.
4. So we got 8x2 plus 4x minus 4. Yeah, every time.
No, like with the 8x and negative 4x, we're gonna combine the 2x.
This, you can't. That's an x2 with just an x1. Okay, divide. What do we got to do for these?
Do a fraction.
Yeah. And we got x plus 5 on top and 4x minus 2 on bottom. You guys work on your other side real
My bad, I'm trying to get you caught up. That was a setup, bro. You fast.
Okay, the next one is that composition. So, which function are we going to use first?
H. Or G.
G. Okay, and everywhere there's an x, we're plugging in what?
1. G.
No. G is x plus 2. Yep, we're plugging in negative 4. So it's going to look like negative 4 plus 2. Okay, and what is that?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. Okay, and so now we're going to use that h function, which is negative 3x3 minus 3. Okay, and everywhere there's an x, we're plugging in what now?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. Okay, that's why we found this one, and then you use it and plug it in here. So it's going to look like negative 3 Negative 2 to the third minus 3. Okay, you guys gotta take that in your calculator because I don't know what it is. It's not 6.
3.
No.
No.
No. 213. I think
You forgot this cube?
Yeah.
213.
I know what the right answer is, and y'all ain't saying it, so.
We acting like that in class right now?
Yes, you are. Huh?
I'm 21.
21. There you go. Okay, the next section on here is simplifying radicals. Okay, I made a mistake and we're not covering this negative part, so like scribble that out and pretend it's like not there. Okay, what are some factors of 162?
Oh, we're not doing negative or none?
Not on the inside, no. What's some factors of 162?
3 and 54.
3 and 54?
2 and 81.
Yeah, 3 and 54.
2 and 81? Yes, go ahead. Okay,
2 and 81.
2 and 81. 81.
3 and 27.
3 and 27. 3, 9. 3, 3. Okay, we are taking these out in groups of what?
2, not 3.
3. Okay, so who can go?
3.
A group of 3s. Where do those guys go? Inside or outside?
The 3 outside.
Outside. Who cannot go?
2.
2, what else?
And 3.
And the 3. And what do you do with those?
I mean, multiple.
You multiply them, so it's going to be 6 on the inside. Okay, and don't forget your little baby 3 right here.
Forgot about that, baby.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 75. We got 3 and 25. 5 and 5. Who can go? A group of 5s. We're pulling out in a 2. Okay, so we got 5 and the 3 left over. And then I have 3 ends. How many of those guys can go?
1.
1 group.
1 group, or 2 of them in 1 group, whatever. Okay, who cannot go?
1 and
The 1 end. He's going to go back on the inside. Can I scroll? Okay, 112. What are some factors of 112?
56.
2 and 56. 56.
2 and 28.
2 and 28. 214. 2, 7. We are pulling in groups of what?
2.
2. So who, how many, whatever can go?
2 groups of 2.
2 groups of 2. So what number is going to be on the outside?
2, 2.
2 and 2, which is 4. Who cannot go?
7.
7. And then I got 3 M's.
Oh, so 1 M and then N2.
What?
1
Oh,
M on the
1
outside.
M, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
1 M and then an N.
And then I got 4 N's.
And then 2 groups
2
of
N's.
N's can go.
So what's that going to look like on the outside?
N2.
And 2.
That's what I was saying.
You're good. I didn't know what the heck you were talking about. Okay, the next section on here, I'm going to write down the formula. You don't need to, but that way you have it like to look at when we're doing these today. Because if I'm a betting person, I bet you don't have it memorized. Okay, so this first one, we're going to radical form. Okay, so we're going to draw the radical. And what is going to be our big number?
The main one, like 10.
10. Good. What's going on the inside of that radical? 3. Outside? 2. However, do we put the 2?
No. It's already there.
No, it's already there magically. Okay.
But it's still.
You can, but since your test is multiple choice, that's not going to be an option. So
Alright.
I just don't want you guys to get confused and be like, where's the, it's not there. Okay. This one, same thing. You're going to draw the radical and we're going to say 3x. What's going on the inside? 2. Outside? 3. Okay, for this one, we got 2. What's going on the top?
No, I don't know. 1?
1. Good. Okay, so here there's a 1 there if there's nothing there. Okay, so all of these look like there's a 1 and then there's a 2, but we never use them. Okay, so this is going to be 1 and 3 for this one. Okay, this one's going to look like 10v to the what? 2/6. Good. Okay, 25. What's the rule with the radicals? Adding radicals.
Just add 1, like, beside it, and then
We are going to add the 1 beside it. What else?
and then just add it. So it's gonna be 2/5, because we have the same bottom.
Okay, but how can we put them together? There is a rule. I know what you're trying to do, but okay, so they have to be the same underneath that radical in order for you to put the outsides together. Okay, the inside's never going to change. Even if I had a 30 and a 2 here, it'd be 32 square root of 5. Okay, the square root of 5 stays there. Okay, so it's going to really be 2 square root of 5. Okay, because 1 plus 1 is 2, and we keep the inside the same. Okay, but if 1 was like a 6 and 1 was a 5, we can't put those together. They got to be perfectly the same. Okay, so 45 can get simplified, and this is going to be 5 and 9, 3 and 3. Okay, who can go instead of 3? So really, this thing is going to become, there's already that negative there, so we got to put that there. It's going to become 3 square root of 5, and this one, nothing is changing here. Okay, so it's going to be plus 2 square root of 5. Now are the insides the same? Yeah, so we can combine the outside. So what is negative 3 plus 2? 1, negative 1, square root of 5. Okay, 29. 20 is going to be 210, 25. So, what is this radical going to become? Who can go? A group of 2. Okay, now, take a second and watch me. Okay, so the 2's can go, right? You decided on that. So what 1, 2 is going to go on the outside, but there's already a negative 2 here. So what is going to be your number on the outside? Negative 4 square root of 5. Okay, that's just for that first one. Now we know because we just did the problem. What is really a square root of 20? 2 square root of 5. Okay, and that negative is still there. 2 square root of 5. Okay, so these are really both 2 square root of 5. But because that negative's there, you got to times those two. Okay, so, and then I got negative 3 square root of 5. Now, just for giggles, if this is a 6 right here, we cannot combine these with these. Okay, so our answer would be negative 6 square root of 5 minus 3 square root of 6. You would leave it where combine what you can and leave the rest. Okay, so if that was a 6, you can't put that stuff together with that. Okay, so you'd say 4 minus 2, which is negative 6 square root of 5 minus 3 square root of 6. And that would be your answer. Okay, it's not in this case, but if it was, because somebody asked me yesterday and they were different. Okay, but it's a 5. So what is negative 4 minus 2 minus 3? Type it on your calculator. Negative 9 square root of 5. Well, I feel like my last class did it wrong. Okay, 31. What's the rule for the multiplication? What's the rule for multiplication?
You can break it down.
Okay, so that's the division. So multiplication, you just multiply the outsides together and multiply the insides together. So if we think about this, there is no outside here, but if we did, it would be 1 times 1, which is still 1, which is we don't need on the outside. Okay, so 15 times 15 is what?
150.
225.
225. Okay, now, I can tell you for 100% sure positivity, that is not going to be an answer choice. Okay, because 225, you can draw the tree and simplify it. Okay, I'm not going to do that today because you already know how to do it. We just did a bunch of them. Okay, but you would have to like do this and then put them where they go in those spots. Okay, we're not today because we're not. Okay, 33. We're going to multiply the inside. So what is 3 times 2? 6. And then how many m's do I have total? 3.
What was the 31?
225.
Just like that.
No, I'm saying on your test you gotta like do the tree, but I already know you know how to do the tree, so why make you do the dang tree? Okay, 35. Because this is
We
the
don't gotta do it either.
hmm?
We don't gotta do it either.
What?
Tree.
You will on the test, yeah.
But we don't need to on here.
No. Okay, 35. We can put these underneath the same radical. And what is 2 over 50? What does that simplify to? 1 over 25. Okay, and then we can put these back as separate. So square root of 1, square root of 25. What is the square root of 1? 1. What's the square root of 25? 5.
Wait, which one do we click to simplify?
You just type it as a fraction and then it'll do it. So 1, 2 over 50. Okay, 37 is a little more difficult. Oh, I forgot to ask you. You guys want to keep going or you want to stop? What do you guys want to do? More work today and less work on Friday, or same and same?
Yeah, just keep going.
I'm done.
That's right, you don't have to.
What time is
Can
the
you
period?
keep going?
12:55, right? I mean 54, right?
Either way, your packet's got to be done by Friday.
Alright, let's keep on going.
Hey, I ain't sharing no
Why,
with
why?
nobody.
We got like 15 more minutes. We chill.
My other class, I'm going to stop when I get to the one that they were at because of my video, but
Well, how much did you do?
they did the one right before the graphing. Hold on. They did all the way to 45. So they stopped at 44.
Simplify this, like, when you do 125.
Like this. Then you separate them, square root of 1, square root of 25. Well, square root of 1 is 1, square root of 25 is 5.
So you just put the square root button?
1, 2.
Yeah, and then type in 1.
36. I mean, you like to leave it like that?
Yeah, you can.
I get square root of 15, it just says 15.
That means 15 don't go any smaller. So it's just going to still be a square root of 15. No, square root of 4 does be smaller.
Oh, 2.
So it'd be square root 15.
Square root of 2.
No, it's just 2.
Oh, just 2.
Okay, look at 37. It starts to get a little bit tricky. Okay, so treat these entirely separate. 2 over 4, and then a square root of 3 over 48. Okay, what does 2 over 4 simplify to? 1 over 2. What does 3 over 48 simplify to?
1 over 12.
Or 1 over 16.
1 over 16.
Yeah.
That'd be too smart.
Okay, so now I can take this and say 1 over 2, square root of 1, square root of 16. Okay, well, what is the square root of 1? 1. What's the square root of 16? Somebody said it. I feel like. What's the square root of 16? 4. Good. Okay, now see how I have these two things left? You need to multiply them. So multiply 1/2 times 1/4. What is that? 1 over 8. Okay, and you guys think too hard. You do top, top, bottom, bottom. So 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 4 is 8.
You said that.
I mean, I thought you guys would. I didn't know.
I had to put the stress for a second.
They did 3 more and then they stopped.
I'm about
That's fine, you can.
Oh, me.
You're gonna have to wait. I got the thing on.
Back down chain Thursday and Friday.
Okay, 35. What needs moved first?
1, 5.
5. We're trying to move everything away from the square root. So we're gonna say plus 5, plus 5. So I got square root of p equals 4. Okay, and then what do we do?
Divide by P.
Nope.
Divide by 4.
Nope.
Oh, no.
subtract.
Nope.
Oh,
How'd we get rid of the square root?
square.
Squared. Good. Okay, so this cancels this. So we're left with p equals, and what is 4 squared? 16. Okay, 41. What needs moved first? 7. Good. So we're going to say plus 7. Oh no. Plus. Plus 7, plus 7. What is negative 3 plus 7? 4 equals square root of 12 minus k. Then what? Squared, good. And we already know 4 squared is 16 equals 12 minus k.
So now we divide.
Minus 4.
Minus 12, good. Okay, so we're gonna get 4 equals what? Huh? 4 equals what?
4 is K.
Ah! This is where it is negative k.
Oh.
Okay, so, and that adds additional step, okay? So, this is where multiple choice kind of sucks, because they give you an option of like 4 and negative 4. And a lot of you guys would pick that 4 when you really need to divide by 1 on both of these until you get k equals negative 4. If it literally said plus k, then you'd be done. But because it says minus, that means that there's a negative in front of it, okay? So you have to do that additional step and divide. Okay, this is the last one. What needs done first?
Minus 7.
Divide by 7.
Oh, divide.
Okay, so I'm gonna get 12x plus 1 equals 7. Then what?
Square.
Squared square. So I get 12x plus 1
40.
equals 49.
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
48.
Slow down, man.
Not bad, though.
48
Not by 12.
divided by 12. I can't even write that fast.
Equals. I'm just like that.
Maybe 4.
4, I think.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll finish the rest next time.